What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. Prediction breakdown for you guys here. We got UFC 306 O'Malley versus Dvalishvili. Prediction breakdown, guys. Hopefully I pronounced that right. It's gonna be over there in that new arena, the Sphere, and new spot they built up over there in Las Vegas. 10 fights on this card, pay-per-view card, and you know, like I said, every card is good, man, you know what I mean? But this card is pretty excellent. I love the matchups in this card. Got some good matchups in it. So I'm going to flow through this real quick. Before I do though, hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe to this channel. Also check out my Patreon account for all my face-up prediction and prop plays. And you can also donate to my PayPal account, guys. Hit the thumbs up button so these videos get out, man. The more thumbs up, it's better for me so there's other people can see the videos. And also when you comment too, it also helps. Also, you can leave your plays down below, you know, any parties you guys may have. Like I said, I make predictions, I do breakdowns, but, you know, I mean, there's no ego here. I'm willing to see other people's predictions, other people's insights and different things, you know, people's opinions. Nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? You never always know everything, you know what I mean? And that's that ego. You know what I'm saying? It's good to always see other people work too and learn from that too, if it's helpful, right? Positive vibes, right? All right, we got 10 fights. Flow through this real quick. Like I said, I love these matchups here. Every fight on this card is excellent, right? Short notice here for Van, which Joshua Van is always good on short notice. Usually wins on short notice. Against Edgar Chairez. Michael Pereira fell off the card. Or was it Anthony that fell off? Let's double check here. It says a reschedule. No, the bout is rescheduled. I'm not sure what actually happened here. It doesn't really actually. Oh, it's rescheduled for UFC Fight Night. Okay. Pereira versus Hernandez. Okay, so they have their own thing as a main event. Okay, I mean that's cool. That's on the October 19th. Okay, so let's go through this real quick here, guys. 10 fights. Got my notes ready like usual. Probably have like 20-30 of these books, man, or more. All the notes I've been doing over the years, you know. First fight, we got Raul Rosas Jr versus Richie Lang. That name is, I have to like double think that, man, like, you know, like analyze that name in my head first before I actually said it, just to make sure I got it right. Richie Lang, man. I had to put it in the head and run it through the brain first. Raul Rosas Jr. here, man. Strong wrestling base on this kid here. His striking has improved a lot. You know, his cardio, it has gotten better. But you can tell that, you know, in the second round, if he doesn't finish the fight, kind of like he's getting kind of tired. We look for the submissions. And like I said, he would chain wrestle. He would just keep going and going and going. But as a young kid, he's like 19 years old. That's an age, a number though. It just all depends on how you perform and how you take care of yourself and come in and perform in this fight, right? Also your skill set too. Richie Lang is more of an experienced guy here. Heavy striking, can get flat-footed, but does move in and out though. Does cover distance quickly. Let me see. Can get taken down, and you can get his back with a rear naked choke. So I think he's been submitted, I think maybe like 2 times already. I could be wrong about that. And I think it was by a rear naked choke, man. So heavy leg kicks, experience. Richie Lang is experienced, man, and we see with Raul Jr. when he fought who did he fight? Was it Hernandez or who did he fight? He lost to this kid. I forgot his name though. Christina Rodriguez, C-Rod. So we see that where experience plays a factor, and experience always plays a factor in these fights, man. And Richie Lang is very, very experienced. Like I told you guys, I look at the odds now, but I would break on the fight, do my homework, then I take a look at the odds. And obviously Raw Jr. is like the highest odd on the card, right? I believe it's like 1,000 or something like that, you know. From my opinion, he should win the fight, but don't sleep on Richie Lang, experienced guy like this, right? Been submitted 3 times actually. Rosas Jr. possibly will get his back in the first round. Strong possibility. But if it doesn't and the fight prolong with the striking that Richie Lang has, and the experience goes a long way. So you don't want to really go into much on Rosas Jr., which you shouldn't because the odds is too high. I would say dog or pass, I'm just being honest with you, because there's no reason to play Rosas Jr. It's just way too high. You can probably put a little play with a Richie Long in it, if you want to do parlays like 1 or 2 or so, just to play around with it, But because like I said, with a kid like this, he is good and he has great potential as a good prospect, but still, man, experience, man. Even though he wrestles and he looks good, and the takedowns and his submission, got 6 by submission, even got some ground and pound, and it look like his hands is getting better with his striking, but still, Richie Long is still experienced, dude. All right, so be very, very careful. I wouldn't parlay Rosas Jr. in any place because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make no sense, man. It doesn't make it. And we see this time and time again. Guys coming here with negative thousands and negative 2,500, and end up dropping the ball, which is very possible. So, where is it at? Where is it at? There you go. Negative 700, right? 770, and some sites I see it higher. So you want to be careful with that. So I'm gonna say Rosas Jr. by submission, or you can go by, how you win the fight. You can go by submission in the first round. You can also that's better to do. Than to go parlay 1,000. Which you guys should probably know that already, but some people don't really know that. So here you go. It's negative 850. So you can do, the way of victory. The path that you're going to take to victory, which is going to be submission. You can do a submission in the first round. First round or second round. Most likely it could be first round because it gets the back pretty quick, man. But again, this is a kid that is still learning, and he does gas out. I'm just telling you that. And his striking is not on the level of Richie Lang. It's not. Okay, so Rosas Jr. by submission, first round, you can do that. And that's pretty much, or you can go do some plays with Richie Long. Alright, next fight here, guys. Fly through that real quick here. Just trying to help you out, guys, there a little bit. I know some people don't really know that, but it is what it is. That's just learning right there. Next fighter, we got Edgar Shiraz versus Joshua Van. Now, Joshua Van is a short notice, like what I mentioned. Right, it's supposed to be Kevin Burgos. And with Shiraz here, Shiraz is not bad, man. He's not a bad fighter here, man. He's going to have a 7-inch of reach, though, which is massive, and 2-inch of height. Doesn't have a gas tank, though. This is a guy that will fade as the fight go on. Right? Striking not bad, 100% finishing rate. If he doesn't finish in the first round, maybe the second, he fades out. Start getting taken down, be on his back, but he will look for submissions off his back, though. Fights long, he will also look for submission, like I mentioned, mostly off his back. Can get taken down, and doesn't carry a high pace, so he slows down, So once he can't get the finish, then he starts to not look too good. Okay, Van here just come off of a loss here in July 13th. He got KO'd, but it wasn't like lights completely out. He was still coherent, when he fought that dude here, Johnson, right? Fought Charles Johnson. He was doing good. He was actually winning the fight. If Charles Johnson didn't get that uppercut knockout, he would have won the fight by decision, right? Heavy striker, aggressive, stays on you, can get knocked down, can get hurt, and he does push a high pace coming forward. He's very relentless, come forward. He got heavy hands. His takedowns are not bad. His takedown defense is not bad either. And some may say that knockdown by Johnson was a quick stoppage. But he went down kind of flat back, straight, so it didn't look good, So it's not like, you know, he was dazed a little bit. He just went all the way down, hit him uppercut, and he just flew right back. And when he hit the ground, he was kind of like still moving around, but he wasn't too coherent, right? But he wasn't totally out though. Let me see here. This one here is a tough one here, guys, because short notice for Van, but Van does look good in short notice fights. You know what we see when he fought Zagas, right? And he looks good in short notice, but I wouldn't sleep on Edgar, because again, Edgar gonna have that reach advantage, a 7-inch reach, and Edgar can strike, and he's very versatile guy, but he gasses out though, and that's the issue. You know what I mean? If he doesn't finish Van, you know, in the first round, he may have problems just by Van just giving him pressure consistently, right? So I'm gonna go with Van, with Joshua Van here, guys, but I'm not confident at all, right? Because Van just come off of a knockdown there, and you just don't know how he's gonna perform. Just short notice, you don't know, but Edgar does gas out and just doesn't look good as the fight go on. So I'm gonna go with Van here. I'm gonna say Van by decision, 50-50, guys. Not confident. Be careful with this one, because like I said, Edgar could win. All right. Next fighter, guys, we got Yazmin Jauregui versus Caitlin Soja. I know I pronounced that wrong still. Yazmin here. Striking is not bad, man. She's well rounded. The ground is good. Her grappling, her submission game. She has good fundamental. You know, she's fundamentally sound, right? Did lose against Denise Gomez. You know, just that fight happened quick. She came out the gate, just came at her, started landing punches, and she got overwhelmed. It happens, right? Her opponent here, Soja. Soja is light on the foot. She will bring a heavy pace and you kind of push a forward pressure. We look to take you down. She can get taken down though. She's been submitted 2 times and been knocked out twice. Heavy-handed, heavy leg kicks, heavy kicking game, a lot of spinning techniques. Look like she has more of a, could be a taekwondo kind of base on her, or a karate base. Like I said, she'll walk you down, but she will gas though. I noticed that in the later rounds, but she put a lot of pressure on you. But I just feel Yazmin is just a little more of a seasoned fighter, a little more skill here. So I'm gonna go with Yazmin. I'm gonna say Yazmin by decision. But like I said, with the women fights, you gotta be very careful with them, because like I said, you pick Yazmin and Soja win. Don't ask me why, man. It just happens like that. Now if it goes to decision, it's some kind of robbery. Happens all the time, man. We have I forgot to give the odds in the last fight there. I'm just doing the odds now as I go along, guys. Soja here. Oh, Yazmin is -500. See, so do I think she's too high? Not really. I feel she should win this fight, but again, with women fight, we see this all the time, man. You know, they drop the ball like that, and the underdog comes in. So I'll be very careful with this one. I wouldn't put Yazmin, if you're doing parlays, in a lot of parlays, if you're doing that kind of game, right? Or whatever you're doing. Joshua Van is -230. I feel that's a little too high, right? I feel this fight is like close to even. Maybe giving Van a little edge, but it's close to even. I wouldn't put Van at 230, especially coming off a knockout like that from his last fight, and short notice, even though it's good on the short notice, but Edgar again will fade as the fight go on and the pressure. So that fight right there, I'll be very careful with these 2 fights. All right. So that one there, like I said, I'll go with Yazmin by decision. Not confident, 50-50. Next fighter, we got Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bonamondes. Torres here, this guy finishes majority of his fight, man. 7 by knockout, 7 by submission, there's 1 by decision. So it's almost 100% rate, except for that 1 decision he had. I think it was a split decision too. Seems physically strong. He can get hurt on the foot though, but he recovers real quick. And he will look for the submission, man, definitely. But this guy here is kind of like a first-round finisher guy, man. You know, not these fights don't go. Like I said, he has a decision here, but it's like I think it's like a split decision, man. Yeah, that's the only one he have that split. So he can go long distance, but not much, man. It's all first-round finishes, man. But he look like he can though, if he, you know, if he really needs to. But only one time though he did. This guy pack a lot of power though, man, and I feel his skill. His counters are good, his timing is good, his striking is good. Heavy leg kicks. His takedowns are good. His takedown defense is good, and he will hustle for those submissions quickly, man. Right? Ignacio, on the other hand, what I say from Ignacio is gonna have the 5-inch of height and 2-inch of reach. But thing about Ignacio though is that Ignacio, man, he has a lot of scar tissue though, dude. This guy bleeds a lot, man, and his defense is not good. Both defense, takedown defense and striking defense, ain't good, man. This guy is very, very, very friggin' hittable, dude. Very hittable. And when he gets hit, like I said, a lot of scar tissue, so he bleeds a lot. That's a big issue in this fight. Very hittable. He's flat-footed, heavy on the front leg, and his movements are slow. So sometimes he throws his techniques and he kind of overcommit and leave it out there. Torres is very quick. So Torres is going to counter him consistently, touching him up, which means he's going to bleed a lot, or possibly even knock him out. So this is a fight where I'm not sure how Ignacio, I'm not sure how he's going to win this fight, but just the fact that he's so hittable, it's not a good formula. It's not a good matchup because Torres is pinpoint accurate with the strikes, and the next thing with Ignacio that he can get taken down. You know, his defense for takedown is not good, and he can get submitted. I believe he's been submitted. So this is a fight where I'm liking Torres. You know what I'm saying? Torres' defense is good on both sides, striking and takedown. And Ignacio is going to be the slower fighter when it comes to striking and the movement. Right? So I have to go with Torres here. I feel Torres is just a better fighter here. And like I said, with Ignacio being submitted twice, man. Does pack power, but his counter, everything he throws, you can see it. And Torres is quick. He's a quick fighter. Closes distance quick, counter quickly, takedown. Everything is explosive. Ignacio is not really that explosive. You know what I mean? And he gets hit a lot. And a lot of scar tissue. So first hit, touch him. You can see him start to bleed instantly. I'm going to go with Torres. I'm going to say Torres by submission. But it's still a 50-50 though, like I said. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Ignacio is still a dog. Still can take a lot of hits, man, and bloody up and then keep coming forward. So the guy still got a dog in him. And if you can prolong the fight, take Torres into deep water, which Torres has been to decision one time, he may can get a decision on Torres. Strong possibility. But he's going to be bleeding a lot, man. It could even be a stoppage too. Just because of cuts. With all that hits he taken, all that scar tissue, it's open up easily. You know, that's why you want to do the hitting and avoid getting hit. You don't want to keep getting hit like that consistently because it does damage to your face. Your head not meant to get hit, man. Your body ain't meant to get hit either, man. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with Manuel Torres here. I'm going to say Manuel Torres by submission, guys, in the first round. 50-50, guys. All right? Next fight here. Let's check. Oh, I forgot to check the odds in that one. I'm not used to checking the odds right after, man, you know. But like I said, that's something new that I'm doing right now. Ignacio, okay. Even fight. I don't disagree. Exactly. You know, Torres is slightly the favorite, but small. I like Torres, man. But like again, Ignacio could win. But I see the odds here, even though the odds could be however they want to be, it doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter because Torres going here in first round submit him. You know, if that happens, then he's no negative 122. You know, it's going to be more higher than that supposedly, right? Higher in the odds, right? But they have it real close. So. Yeah, so like I said, Torres for that. Next fight here, we got Irene Aldana versus Nurmagomedov. This is a tough one too, man. Irina here, her hands are nice. Her boxing skills is pretty good, man. It's pretty legit. She can be hittable at times, but her defense, her head movement is not bad. 4-inch of height in this fight, 1-inch of reach. Can be heavy on the front foot at times, but she can box though, man. And her takedown defense has been getting better, and her submission game has been there, so she will get a submission on you. Norma, on the other hand, have more of a Sando base, more kicks mostly, but the hands are not on the level of Irina. Not at all, man. But what she's doing lately now is getting takedowns. So that could be an issue. And with Arena, she can get taken down, but sometimes she will defend it, and sometimes you can get her down. So it's just like like a coin flip, right? It just depends, But with our normal, she can get low volume though. So if you are touching her up, eventually after the second round, if it does get to second, third, she starts to slow down and don't do much. But what she does, she want to tie up and clinch with you and dirty box and try to take you down, right? Try to put more of the body against you. She's gonna try to force a lot of takedowns in this fight. She's gonna look to wrestle more because she doesn't have the hands like what Arena has. Her boxing is not like that. She will throw the hands, but it's more like a 1-2 and then stop. You know what I'm saying? She's throwing her hands to kind of close the distance. She's throwing her hands to maybe get a takedown. You know what I'm saying? It's not. She doesn't box like how Arena boxes, right? She don't really possess that boxing like that. This is a tough one here, man. And to me, it's an even fight. But I'm liking Arena though. I feel Arena's a better fighter here. As far as the pace, the volume. With normal she don't really throw that much volume. But what she want to do now is go for takedowns now. She's been doing that a lot. So most definitely she's going to try to get takedowns. She's going to try to time Arena and go take her down. And that could be a split decision win for normal. So you got to be careful with this one. If she does push the takedowns, which she is going to wrestle a lot in this fight because she can't strike with Arena, then you could see maybe a split for normal. But I'm liking Arena though. I'm going to see Arena by decision, and it's 50-50. And from what I remember from the odds, it's an even fight. See, straight up even fight, man. So, because again, normal, she is going to wrestle like what she did in her last 2 fights. She's going to time you, and on your strike, she may strike for a little bit, but she's looking to take you down. No, it's up to Arena to defend those, and she can defend it. She can. If she starts to defend it, then Norma's going to get tired, and Norma does get tired because to keep bursting like that, if you're not really a wrestler like that, and you keep bursting for takedowns, and that's not really your forte. That's not really, your skill set. It's mostly your skill set is more for striking. To stand up and strike, and you're not doing that. You're more run or wrestle. You're gonna guess yourself out. It takes a lot of energy to get those takedowns, and it takes a lot of energy when you get stuffed. And then you can't get it. It's like a waste, right? So I go with Arena. I'm gonna say Arena by decision, guys. All right, not confident. Like again, women fight. Like I said, you pick Arena and Norma win. You pick Norma and Arena win. Exactly. All right. Next fight here, guys. We got Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osbourne. Interesting one here, man. What I see from Rolando. Rolando, I don't know, man. He's okay. He's a well-rounded guy. Can get flat-footed. But walks into shots, man. His striking defense is not that great. His head is there to get hit. Kind of flat-footed. Yeah, man. It's just he can get taken down, but he will still throw heavy strikes though, like heavy overhands, and he will still look to take you down and get a submission on you, which for Ode Osbourne, that's this is a guy that's been submitted, I believe, like 4 times, right? And but the thing that the guys that have been submitting him are high caliber fighters, like Filio and Ashu. These guys are top guys, are good. Are good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. They're skilled fighters. All around fighters. They're very, very skilled. Charles Johnson is also skilled, but he got a split decision over Charles. Nam actually beat him. Kind of counter him there with a hook. A guy like Ode Osbourne though, he's gonna have an 8-inch reach in this fight, and he is well-rounded, man. But like I said, his ground game is like, I wouldn't say it's wrestling, it's just his submission game. He needs to work on that, especially when he get his back. A guy like Ronaldo can get his back though, but like I said, with Ronaldo, I feel like he's good, but he's not really skilled in any department. But he is good at it though, but not really skill. And I feel like with Ode may can get a little win here, man. I think Ode may have a chance here. You know what I'm saying? But Ode is light on the foot. Striking is decent. Very athletic guy. Very quick at the movement, fast jabs and kicks. We'll also look to wrestle you. We'll also look for submission too. But like I said, with Ode though, man, his weakness, man, his kryptonite there. You know what I'm saying? Is that submission, you know, like the rear naked choke, you know, is like, but then guys that are submitting him are high caliber guys though. It's not like just any guys are submitting him. Been submitted 4 times, you know, guys like Philo and guys like Ashu, you know, I mean, those guys are, you know, Mental Cape, the people that are beating him and Tyson, those guys are experienced, man. I just from what I see from Ronaldo, I just, you know, a guy is decent, but nothing that really stands out too much. I feel like Ode may have a chance here. So I'm going to give Ode the win here. I'm going to say Ode by decision here, guys. And definitely not confident in this one. Because like I said, Ode on a 2-fight losing streak. And, you know, the guy, Ronaldo, has submission game. And, you know, if he gets taken down, man, you know, most likely he could get submitted again 3 times in a row. By the same submission. I believe a rare naked choke, right? Yep. So it's possible that third one could be a rear naked choke again, man. Strong, very, very, very strong possibility. I'm just giving Ode the edge here because just from watching the matchups and the striking of both guys, and just what I see from Ronaldo, I just don't feel like he's really skilled in any department. Really, I feel he's just okay, and I feel that Ode may can get past that and keep the fight long and pull off the fight by decision. That is why I give it to Ode, you know. Alright, so Ode by decision, guys. I'm not confident. Next fight here, we got Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Rubovics. Daniel here, he's a pretty good fighter, man. And some may say that Inicio and Daniel kind of similar. It's slightly in a little bit as far as like the height, I guess, or whatever. But at the same time, I feel Daniel is just better defensively. You know, and Daniel is better ground defense too. His takedown defense is pretty good, man. It's hard to get this guy down. And his striking defense in the first round, you can touch him up a little bit and possibly even hurt him. But as the fight prolongs, his defense gets better on the stand-up, right? Zellhuber is going to have an 8-inch reach in this fight and a 3-inch of height, which is massive. BJJ black belt. Slow starter, like I said. So it's slow starting like that. You can touch him up a little bit. But then as the second round comes and third round, you kind of learn from that and make adjustments, right? Like I say, he's well-rounded. He can get hurt in the foot, get dazed, but he recovers well. And his takedown defense is pretty good, man. It's hard to take this guy down. And he will look to take you down, right? Esteban here is a skilled dude too, man. Can get taken down though. I noticed that, you know. So in the fights, you can time him and get him down. But his striking is not that bad. He's a dog. He will come forward. He's a very, very aggressive guy. A lot of volume coming forward. He'll also look to take you down too. So a guy like Esteban is a pretty good fighter, from my opinion, right? But I feel with Zellhuber that he should get this win here, man. I feel like he has good defense. Takedown defense is good, and he has the submissions. He has everything to win this fight. The height and reach is, unless Esteban catch him with a punch, which Esteban does has a knockout power. It's possible, and Zellhuber can get hurt, but usually in the first round. But like I said, the kid defensive-wise is pretty sound. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Daniel Zellhuber. I'm gonna say Daniel Zellhuber by decision, guys. All right. I give Daniel like a 70% in this one. He's not super confident, but I feel like he should win this fight. And let's quick look at the odds here, guys. See what we're working with. Oh yeah, the Ode Osbourne. They got Ode as the underdog. So Ode's an underdog. Obviously, he's gonna be an underdog in this fight. They got Ronaldo at 135, but Ronaldo is not really a huge favorite. But like I said, you know, of course, you know, Ode been submitted back to back by rear naked choke, and a guy like Ronaldo, you know, he has submissions, and I believe he has rear naked choke submissions too. So obviously, but I feel Ode might can get this one. So they got Daniel Zellhuber at 238, 250. I don't really disagree. I feel Daniel defensive wise is sound, takedown. The guy is good all the way around, man. And a guy like Esteban is gonna throw heavy, but the movement from Daniel, his reach, he's gonna have a reach advantage. 8-inch reach and just his takedown defense, and he can take down and look for submissions. I mean, anything could happen, but Daniel, I like Daniel for this one. All right, so the odds not too bad on him there. Next fight here, guys, we got Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. Ortega was supposed to fight Daniel Lopez, but I believe it was at 155 or something like that. But he got ill in this fight, and he's coming back now to fight him. I like Brian Ortega, man. He's very well-rounded dude here, man. Striking got better. His BJJ black belt is always good. Can get hurt on the foot though, but he recovers well. This guy is durable. He got the dog in him. He's not going to give up on himself. He's going to keep coming forward, and he's going to put that work in, man. So this is a guy that's not going to quit, right? And he will go all rounds too. A guy like Lopez though, Lopez is also a good fighter. Very explosive guy, especially with the striking. Pack mad power, especially in that first round. And a little bit into the second, if he doesn't finish your first round, and a little bit into second, he pack a lot of power, man. And he's also a dog, BJJ black belt too, and he will definitely submit you. Definitely. If he doesn't submit your first round, maybe second. But usually this guy finishes fights in the first round though. So most of these guys' fight are done in the first round, man. And what happened, what I noticed, man, this is only a 3-round fight, but if he doesn't finish you in that first round, he will slow down as the fight go on. You know what I'm saying? Which is not good. You know, because if he comes in there and he can't knock out Ortega, he doesn't submit Ortega, you know, which Ortega's never been submitted. You know what I mean? As the fight go on, experience kick in. You know, like I said, you know, a guy like Diego here has, you know, he has 25 fights, you know, and 6 losses and stuff like that. But, you know, he's fought some little guys here, you know, Danige, Sadiq Yusuf, Pat Sabatini, Gavin Tucker, Moza Evelev, you know, which he almost submit Moza Evelev a couple of times in that fight, 1 or 2 times. But see, the fight went to decision, and Mozavar won the fight based off of experience and just avoiding the heavy strikes from him, you know. And if you can avoid the heavy strikes, and you can take him to a decision and beat him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Ortega can do that. You know, I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel Ortega has a lot of experience. You know, he fought tough competition, in my opinion. You know what I mean? From Alexander Volkanovski, even if he lost to those guys, you know, he still gained experience, because it's not about losing, it's just about learning. So there's no losses. The Max Holloways, Frankie Edgars, the Korean Zombie, you know, the Cub Swanson, them, Renato, you know what I'm saying? He fought some good guys, man, you know. And he beat them and lose to 1 or 2, but the guys losing to are guys who had the belt and who were champion, you know. So I'm liking Ortega, man, but definitely Lopez obviously can win this fight. The guy is very, you know, he's a very powerful guy, you know, very aggressive, very explosive, you know what I mean. So he has a great chance of winning this fight, and they got Diego Lopez as favorite here, you know. I disagree. At 170, 190, I said this fight is even, bro. I said this fight is even, man. Brian Ortega has a great chance of winning this fight. Even if Lopez throw heavy shots and catch, you know, Brian Ortega is a guy that will recover from that. And then the punches that Diego is throwing, eventually he's going to gas out and get tired. And you don't want to get tired of Brian Ortega. You know what I'm saying? And then he's going to land his shots on you. And Brian Ortega boxing has gotten better. And Brian Ortega ground game is just as good as Diego. It could be even better. You know, we don't really know that quite yet until the fight, but we will see. Both BJJ black belts and both got good ground game, right? So, yeah, and then experience, I say, is Brian Ortega. So I'm liking Brian Ortega. I'm going to say Brian Ortega by decision, guys, but I'm not confident, though. This is an even fight. It's an even fight, all right? These last couple fights are coming up. The 3 fights are all even, in my opinion. Next fight here, we have Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. Alexa here, this is the 3rd time these guys are going to be fighting. First time Alexa pulled off a rear naked choke submission. Second time she almost got the submission on Valentina, but what happened is that Valentina got tired in that last round, in the 5th round, I believe, and she was like, took her back again, and Alexa had her back and was gonna lock it, and she locked in the submission, but she never really got it though. But she was ground and pounding, and you know, that's how she got the split decision, mostly from that, you know, because she regained the back and all these things and did some damage. But so it went to a draw, right? To a split decision draw, right? So Alexa, what I noticed, obviously her boxing is better than Shevchenko. You know, Shevchenko can box too, but Alexa boxing is better, right? And Chichenko has more of a kicking game, more the movement, but Alexa has a little bit of that too. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's like, with Chichenko, she is well-rounded, she is skilled, have an orthodox striking, switch her stance, and she looks good. And her Muay Thai and her Taekwondo and everything looks good. And then what she does, her takedown game is also good too. But I feel the longer the fight goes, Alexa has a better chance of winning because of the condition, the cardio, to push a higher pace. I feel with Chichenko, she does a lot of things, but those things that she's doing take a lot more gas, right? And she's burning a lot more energy. And I feel, third, fourth round, she tends to make little mistakes that Alexa capitalized on. And that's what happened in that fifth round. She capitalized on that fifth round because, again, Chichenko was coming down to the end, and then, she probably got tired, right? She's going to push the grappling again in this fight, but I think the grappling gassed out Valentino in the first fight and the second fight. Pushing the wrestling, pushing the takedown, and there's a 5 round and she can't finish Alexia. You know what I'm saying? So the longer the fight goes, it's going to favor Alexa to win. Now, if she can finish Alexa in the first or second round, then the fight is over. But I don't think that's going to be the case, man. And I think that's what's happening here, is that she slows down. And then when she slows down, Alexa take over. You know what I'm saying? So you usually see it in the third round. They see, you start to see Valentino start to slow down. You may see it in the end of the second. Into third, start to slow down. She may try to pick it up back in the fourth, but she's still slowing down. It's just she tends to slow down, man. And it depends on the caliber of fighter she's fighting on. But she don't really lose a lot. She loses only to Amanda Nunes. But again, depends on who she's fighting. Like a Jessica Ai, at least Carmouche. People like that is kind of different. She can get away with it. Because the pressure may not be a lot. The boxing may not be so threatening. The striking may not be so threatening. I'm saying like Jennifer Mayo. If she went to a split decision with Talita Santos has decent striking. You see, something like that. When she has to do a lot and defend a lot more, it takes a lot more gas out of her. And that's the issue. She have to conserve her gas tank in the fight. Like fight at a rate where she's not pushing 100% all the time, which is kind of difficult because Alexa is going to be coming at her. So it's going to be something where she can't push 100 and have a gas tank. So I'm liking Alexa though. Like I said, I'm not going to be biased because I like Chichenko and I do want Chichenko to win. I mean, just but I just feel like Alexa has that card. Some people just have your card. Figueroa versus Moreno. You see, Moreno has his card. What I'm saying? It's a similar kind of thing. There's some fighters, there's a skill set in a matchup. They just have your card, man. And that's it. What I'm saying? That's just the game, So I'm gonna go with Alexa. I'm gonna say Alexa by decision, but I'm not confident though, because Valentina, of course, can win. This is an even fight, bro. Of course she could win. So they give Alexa a little bit of 140 here, but I would say it's just an even fight. Because Valentina has a great chance of winning. I'm not counting her out, but just from what I see from the first fight to the draw, and you can see that she's pushing a little harder. And Alexa is pretty good with the hands. She's better than Chichenko with the boxing. But Chichenko has a better kicking game, but she don't want to kick too much like that, because then it's kind of like, it's just you're fighting someone that is reading, that can read you from off your movement. So you can't just randomly just do a bunch of stuff like what you could do with other fighters and get away with it. You do random things, then they get your back or they knock you out. So you can't just be relentless like that, just do whatever. It's a different matchup, harder fighter, a challenge. You got somebody that's going to push you now. It's different. Alright, so I'll go with Alexa by decision, guys. I'm not confident. Main fighter, and this is a 5-round fight, and obviously it's for the belt, but Alexa has a belt because he went to a draw, so she kept the belt, right? Main fighter, we got Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. Sean here is going to have the 5-inch of height and 4-inch of reach, which is massive. Improvement from this guy, I noticed, with the ground. His ground got better, but he can still get taken down, though. Sniper, his counter-striking is pretty good. issue with this fight though, what I see from Merab is that Merab has very good wrestling, man, and he's been working on his hands, his boxing, been getting better. I just feel Merab has shown and proven more. You know what I'm saying? Very aggressive. His takedowns are just relentless. It's just, I mean, the guy's a phenom, bro. You know what I mean? He picks you up, carry you around the cage, slam you. He just doesn't stop. All rounds, all straight 5 round down, he doesn't stop. And he's durable, right? His matchups is just dominate. You know, Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan, Jose Aldo, Marlon Morales, Cody Stattman, like his wins are just dominating, bro. It's not like he's split decision in, or it's like, you know, it's like, oh, did he win or did he not win? You know that he definitely won because he destroyed the guys, man. Like, there is no second guessing. There's no judge that's gonna be like, I think that Cejudo won. You know, and that's the thing. You look at Sean O'Malley here. You know, he has fights, but you know, Peter Yan fight, that's questionable, man. And what you see from Merab, Peter Yan, he destroyed Peter Yan, man. But again, you can't look on it like that. You know, the MMA maps and it doesn't really work out like that, because then Sean could come in this fight and knock out Merab in the first round or in the second round. You know, he has a sniper like striking to actually do that and then knock him out with a punch. So that's very possible. But I just feel like Merab is just more tested, man. I feel Merab is a more tested fighter and is not so suspect and wins. You know, I feel like there's fights that with Sean O'Malley probably should have lost, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Especially the Peter Yan fight. You know, so I'm not taking anything away from him. You know, the guy is, you know, Sean O'Malley is a good fighter and he's sniper like, but man, he's gonna have to catch Merab coming in, and he can. He possibly can, but he has to put him out though, and not just daze him. I just feel that Merab's gonna be all over him. You know, he's gonna be all over him, man. He's gonna ragdoll him. He's gonna take him up, slam him down, and beat him up. Most of Merab fights are going by decision, so I'm liking Merab for this one, man. Like again, Sean has improved, but just Merab is just so dominant, dude. He's good everywhere. He doesn't have the striking like Sean O'Malley. He doesn't have the sniper like, which I prefer Sean O'Malley's striking, but I feel Sean O'Malley, there are still things there, man, that, you know, it's that he may need to work on still. And I feel like his takedowns may have gotten better, but Merab will get him down. I mean, I'm just saying, right? And there's questionable things that are, you know, it's just, I feel like Merab is just more tested, in my opinion. So I mean, I could be wrong. Again, Sean coming here and sniper him out in the first or second round, which definitely can happen because that's what Sean been doing. You know, counter strike him and take him out. Strong possibility. Without moving forward, catch him with a knee, catch him with a straight on the pocket, you know, and then lights out. But that hasn't happened to Merab. Like, nobody has done that. And the guys who is fighting are like champion guys, like high level fighters, man. Now saying Sean O'Malley not a high level, but I feel like some of his fights are, you know, kind of been picked for him, you know, in a kind of way. They kind of like don't give him certain fights. You feel me? And certain fights they do give him based on how they want him to, you know, move up the ranking, you know what I mean? So they're not going to feed him guys that's going to freaking double leg him and single leg him. They're going to give him time to get better, which he did get better, but now he's fighting a guy in Merab who is freaking one of the best takedown guys. They're going to take you down, kind of like Habib. So this is kind of like Habib versus Conor McGregor. And what happened to Conor McGregor? And I think that was 2 times they fought or 1 time. I think they fought twice. What happened to Conor? Exactly. Let's just double check that real quick. I think they fought twice. I think they fought twice. Exactly. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not taking anything away from Sean O'Malley, you know. I like Sean O'Malley. I like his skill set. He just hasn't fought a person that's going to grapple like how Merab is going to grapple and take him down. You fight Habib. He fought him one time. I guess he only fought him once. I thought he fought him twice. He fought him once. And what happened? Exactly. Lost by a rear naked choke. And he was getting taken down consistently in that fight. Back-to-back takedown. Chain wrestling. What do you think Merab is going to do? And Merab has that skill set like what Khabib has. Probably a little more aggressive. A lot more. No, actually he's a lot more relentless. Because he doesn't stop. Sometimes Khabib will kind of slow down a little bit. But Merab, you just keep going. Now, if Sean O'Malley on the outside, yeah, he's looking for one punch, and he can't get it because the distance so much. And even though he connects, he just doesn't knock him out. Then what's going to happen? Is Sean O'Malley going to defend the takedown? If all those other guys couldn't defend it, and these other guys are champions in wrestling, like a Cejudo, Peter Yan, which I feel Peter Yan beat Sean O'Malley. Even Sean O'Malley thought he lost that fight. When they say he gave him he won, he was like, wow, he was surprised. I like Merab. I'm gonna go Merab by decision, guys. Could even be a finish. But I must say by decision, by Merab. Let's quick look at the odds here, guys. We're working with. Okay, even fight. They have Sean O'Malley at -130, 127. But I mean, by the time the fight starts, it's gonna be just straight up even. So they have Merab as an underdog, as a slight underdog. Sean can catch him, because if you look at Merab fight, usually in that first round, you can't touch him. But he has to touch him though in that first round. Or if not the first, possibly second. If he don't touch him first or second round, he's gonna be in problems. When I mean touching, like put him out, and that's it. Fight's over. If you don't do that, he's gonna be in problem because the longer the fight goes, the more charge up that Merab's gonna get. The more like aggressive, the more strength. Like he gets better and stronger as the fight goes on. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get tired and slow down as the fight goes on. He gets more like elusive. He gets more aggressive. He gets more stronger. He start to push more heavier takedowns. Start picking you up and walk around with you. So like I said, I like Merab by decision, guys. All right. So that's it right there, guys. My predictions and my odds right there. Like I said, leave your comments down below. Also, leave your predictions down below too. I want to know what your thoughts on these fights, and leave your parlays or whatever you want to do. It helps the channel out, makes the channel grow with the algorithm also, and so some more people can see this channel. You know what I mean? So that's it right there, guys. And contender series is going to be in a little bit. So I already sent that out already. If you check my Patreon, I put out also the face-off predictions on the Patreon for the contender. And that's it right there, guys. One love out to everybody. And